I'm just going to do a short video just to show you what I've actually been up to, because I haven't been keeping up with videos lately because I've been so busy. It's been unbelievable. I've got so much to do, and it's been so hot, and now look at it this morning, it's pouring down. So anyway, jobs to do. I've got to replace the decking in the back of here. This has been on 5 years and it's just gone rotten, so that's to do, but that's going to be on the back burner. I've got the wheel arches, or the eyebrows, painted yesterday. I used a Crayon Colour Master, and that's really flexible and that sticks quite nice. They came out nice. There was 1 or 2 creases in here, but well, I can't be everything. But anyway, look, I'll show you later what these actually look like. These were military ones, brush painted. So I sandblasted them and I sanded them with an 80 grit paper. Came up really nice. We'll check that out later. Next job. This 300 TDI cylinder head job. Well, I ordered the parts on Monday. They were supposed to be here yesterday. That was Friday. The gaskets turned up, but there was no cylinder head. So that's a bit of a bummer. That's on the back burner. This car here, well, this now we've spent about 4 hours on this, flushing it out, trying to find out what the source of the ticking noise is. Disco 2 V8 4.6, and it seems to be a line has slipped. I used a stethoscope. I bought a stethoscope so I could listen really deep into the bottom of this engine, and the line is ticking. So the customer said, hey ho, you know, well, we'll drive it till it drops, but can you fix the AC? Sure, no problem. Somebody's taken the pipe off. Well, no big deal. I've got 2 things I could do. I could cut this pipe off here and put a compression fitting on it, a proper compression fitting, not one from a plumbing thing, and connect it to the dryer here. However, if anybody of you in Europe are really, you know, familiar with these type of fittings, and I can't remember what they're called. I did know once upon a time. They've got like a nut and bolt goes in here. Well, the problem with that is you can't get them here. They're like chicken's teeth to find. So I can't find the reciprocal part to fit in the dryer. So if they'd left the pipe on and it was open, you know, if it was all together, I could just splice a piece in. Well, that's easy enough. But new pipe, $147 plus shipping. Going to be about thick end of $230 by the time it gets here. Is the car worth it? No. So I've got to talk to the customer about that. He's going to be disappointed, but gee whiz, I can't do miracles, you know. I thought I might have had a spare pipe, but I haven't. Next job. This thing. Now, this was a bit of a helping him out a little bit, because the guy's broke his foot, so he's a bit disabled at the moment, and so I had to, the shock bushes on the back were so bad, they'd actually pulled through the mountings on the axle, so I did that yesterday. Got some other bits and pieces to do because it looks like it's got a pretty severe oil leak. Let's have a look over here. The 90's getting ready for paint. Now, I'm not bothered about it being outside in the wet because I'm going to have to steam clean it off anyway. I actually sold this car again, so now it's going to go to paint shop. What we're waiting for, oh that's right, yeah, we're waiting for a hood for it, and like I said, don't bother about the rain. We're not bothered about the rain. We've just put a bit of board over the engine to stop it getting wet. But at the moment the front crank pulley is away at the machine shop, and we're making a new one so we can fit AC. So again, it looks wet. It doesn't matter because I'm going to steam clean it off anyway to get all the dust and dirt out because it gets everywhere, and I'm not even bothered about the water in the dash. That's irrelevant. Back onto my project. Now, this is the 110 project that I've started off in November, and it's coming on in leaps and bounds now. I didn't expect it to rain last night. That's what was really ticking me off a little bit. You know. But anyway, look what we've got up to now. Well, the wiring harness, the original wiring harness that I ordered, turned up last week. Was it last week? Yeah, about last week. After being lost by FedEx, and 8 weeks later it turned up. In the meantime, I ordered one from AutoSparks, $1,000. So when this turned up, I actually rang up, AutoSparks and cancelled the order, only to find that they'd already shipped it. Well, I cancelled the order last week, and I found out yesterday they'd actually shipped it. So we've got to sort of work that one out a little bit. 300 TDI's in. I've got a big intercooler in there. This was on another truck. I've just got a bit of a problem with one of the hoses. It's this pipe here is not quite long enough to go onto the elbow, so I'm going to have to weld two pipes together. I'm having a problem with the raccoon because it's absolutely crapping everywhere now, so he has got to go to a sanctuary because my shop stinks. So he's just pooing all over the car, so that's another reason why I'm pleased it's outside. They've got the wings on, so now the wiring's on. I'm going to push it into the shop today and finish off the wiring. The front's on, the lights are on. Missing a clutch hose. Damn, that was a mistake. I've got that to find out. What else have we got? The doors are all done. The dash is in. Well, that's done. Oh yeah, got this. I got my framework back from the sandblasters and painters. $700, a bit expensive for sandblasting and painting, but nice job. Looks really nice. Fits well. Yeah, that's going to be really nice. I'm pleased about that. And look who's here. Yes, wants his breakfast. So let's have a look at the back. I've got the lights in. Today's job is to make some sense of this wiring and put some junction boxes in. So I'm going to, once I finish this video, I'm going to push this car in, and as you can see, it is now licensed. Now this was a big triumph last week because there's not enough hours in the day. This was a big triumph. This car, the VIN number on this vehicle had a block on it, and I don't know why. Nobody could understand why at the licensing department why it had a block on it. And there was something from Alberta. The vehicle was perfectly, usable. Well, sort of usable. It was drivable and things like this when I got it. But when I came to register it, there was a block on the number. Now, usually when there's a block on the number, it means it's been scrapped. And this certainly wasn't scrap. I mean, the frame was good and things like this. The front was a bit smashed up. I mean, let's have a look at my scrap pile and I'll show you one of the wings. No, that was it. Now I managed to salvage the other side, but that one was a little bit too bad. But I managed to get once this side wing was really bad, but it came out quite nice, so I'm pleased about that. Yeah, so the blocks so it took 4 or 5 visits to the licensing department to get the block taken off. And fortunately, I took a video of this car when I first got it, and I looked at it and I said, well, that doesn't look like it's been crushed or scrapped. So that was a good thing. So this was supposed to be my winter project, but obviously it got put back because I didn't know if I was going to have to strip it because I didn't have a number for it. So yeah. So this little fella here follows me around all the place. He must be getting a bit hungry this morning, so I've got to go and feed him. But like I say, he's just pooing. He just poos everywhere. And he slept outside last night, and that's why he's all wet. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do with him. I'll find a sanctuary for him. So that's it. So, yesterday was a bit of a bugger of a day. I was up at 4:30, working at 5, half an hour for dinner, finished at 7. I just couldn't look at things anymore. And now I've got a backlog of work, so that's why I really haven't done any videos. I've got some German people coming next week. I'm supposed to do the cylinder head. It's pouring down. Oh dear me. Sometimes you do the work of 3 people and it's just not enough. It's just, you just can't do it anymore. It's just too much. So I've got to really think about how I'm going to balance next year out, because this YouTube thing's really good, but it's starting to get too much work. And I'm on my own, so it's, like when we get stuck for parts, it gets a little bit too much when things don't come along at a designated time, and doesn't work out nice. Oh yes, that's one other thing I was going to show you. Yeah, that's right. This these arches. This was what one looked like. I had one spare, all brush painted. So that's what it looked like originally, and I think they came out quite nice. I mean, this is a spare one. I could actually use this one again, so that's why it's there. So yeah, I might just spend some time on that and do that if I could be bothered. Like I said, there's not enough hours in the day. So today's job is to get the shop washed out because it stinks of poo, and then and flies as well. And then we'll press on and we get all the lighting working on this. Going to be a big day again. Talk to you later.